Okay, there we go. Just gonna fix my chat. Hold on. How do you how do you make this? How do you just get the chat? I honestly don't know. So I think I'm just gonna go and talk about the third party. So I've been hearing a lot about a hypothetical third party that people are trying to make from both sides, so we can come together as a nation, much like much of Europe does, and actually solve our problems. So I'm gonna review this hypothetical, though not hypothetical, I guess, this third party.
Dozens of former Republican and Democratic officials are announcing a new national political third party called Forward. In an op-ed in the Washington Post, key members write their goal is to, quote, build a new unifying political party for the majority of Americans who want to move past...
Finally, honestly, I'll probably put this as my first voting party because I'm very much a moderate, even though I'm more right. I'm more a rightist, but I would say I have some left values.
Divisiveness and reject extremism. Our next guest is op-ed, Andrew Yang, former Democratic presidential candidate, and Christine Todd Whitman, former...
I remember Andrew Yang. He was all about he's gonna give away like tens of thousands or something dollars or thousands of dollars to people to help start businesses and stuff, which is good, but also at the same time he might deplete an old move that he was gonna do like that might deplete it might deplete America, and that's not what we need right now to solve anything.
Nothing gets past my boat.
But hopefully he's past that.
EPA administrator and the former Republican governor of New Jersey, both with us now. Okay, Governor, to you first, and I'm going to challenge you guys on this because this so rarely works. So why will your effort work?
Well, we're in a different time.
Oh,
right
the
now.
appetite.
Invested in 50%.
Oh, go ahead, Christine.
50. Okay. Is it when you have 50% of the American people saying that they are registered independent, or the voters, registered voters, a voter independent. People are sick and tired of what they're seeing in Washington and the fact that nothing major is getting done. It's frustrating them. We have big problems, and we want to see them just resolved. And so we need to get back to a time when people will talk to one another.
Yeah.
We're talking about bringing people together. You can keep the party label, Republican, Democrat, Independent. It doesn't matter. But let's work together to
I feel
solve
like
problems. Let's elect those candidates who understand that our electoral process is the best in the world.
Those were definitely secure. Those sounds were destroying it.
To pick those
destroying the sound of this.
Will say, I'll work across the aisle because I want to get things done.
So Andrew, I want to correct myself. I said it so rarely works. It actually has never worked, just to be very clear. So let's talk about some of the obstacles here, and one might actually be the policies. Because look, there are significant differences policy-wise between Democrats and Republicans.
True.
What are your
but we can still come together.
Going to be that you can actually agree on?
Probably nothing.
62% of Americans now
see, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's pretty hard to decide because since the start of America, we've been divided from I'd say patriots were more the rightists and loyalists were more the leftists, and I would say that the UN were the rightists, and the darn it, why am I forgetting the Confederates were the leftists or the South, and now we got right and left. So truly, we've always been divided. So it'll be a very daunting task. I mean, we've been trying to unite for the past 100 years, more than that, since 1700s, late 1700s, early 1800s. Because since our start, we've been divided between two places, two issues, whatever it be. We're always divided. But I'd like to see us unite. I just think it's going to be a very, very daunting task to do. And it won't be resolved just like that.
Party a record high because they can see that our leaders aren't getting it done. And when you ask about the policy goals, the fact is the majority of Americans actually agree on really even divisive issues. The most divisive issues of the day, like abortion or firearms, there's actually a common sense coalition position
I
on
hope.
these issues and just about every other issue under the sun. The tagline of the party is it's not left or right, it's forward. And when you think about what that would mean on each issue, actually
Wait.
the policy becomes pretty clear when you just ask the American.
But is that gonna work? Because we all have different definitions of the word forward on both sides. If you think about it, like what a Democrat sees forward, a Republican probably won't. What a Libertarian sees forward, a Liberal probably won't. It's just like that. Like not everybody, or a socialist versus a Libertarian maybe, but we have different definitions of the word forward. So hopefully we can resolve this, and hopefully we can both see the other side and both see a way to go forward. But I don't know if we will, just because of how long we've been divided and how much our definitions are differ.
The American people are fed up by the fact that our leaders aren't actually responsive to the needs or the will of communities around the country.
So, Governor, let's take that issue. Guns, for instance. If what would the policy be that would unite enough people to make a third
Come on, I need my 900.
successful?
Well, first of all, understand what we're going to be doing is holding a series of listening sessions basically around the country to talk to people about that very issue. But I can tell you right now that you've seen in every poll, the majority of the American people believe there should be some kinds of restrictions, a waiting period. There should be a background check. Frankly, you don't want to put guns in the hands of people who've had no training. So people would like to see some training. Those are the issues around which we can coalesce. We're not going to solve everything. We're not going to solve everybody's problem, and you're not going to make everybody happy because, as you rightly point out, there's a great deal of division on some of these issues. But when you start peeling back that onion, it's amazing how much common ground you can find, and then you have a position from which to move forward. And that's what we need to do. And once you start that process, there's going to be no stopping it, quite frankly.
Andrew, guns, some agreement in
There
Congress
could be
recently
stopping
on
it.
this. Is that not enough?
Well, when you talk about the need for a political realignment, the fact is Abraham Lincoln won as a third-party candidate with 39% of the vote. We can all tell that this system is failing the American people. 88% of Americans think we're on the wrong track. We know that polarization is just getting worse, not better. Leaders like Governor Whitman have crossed party lines, and that's exactly what the American people want to see more of. The fact is this two-party system is disintegrating before our eyes and is uniquely subject to authoritarianism. Because if you have one of the two major parties head down a dark path, the entire system can go dark, which is not the way other democracies function, and it's not the way the founding fathers imagined our country functioning either.
Different party system, though, right, over time. Governor, how do you get past the issue of closed primaries? I mean, that is key if you're going to make any sort of third party successful rather than just a spoiler.
No, that's absolutely true. And it is a challenge, but it's happened before. We've gotten on the ballot. I was part of a process, oh gosh, now it must have been 12 years ago, where we were able to get on the ballot in enough states to get the requisite votes in the electoral college to qualify for the debates, which is one of the things you want, the sanctioned debates. But
Yes,
you can
debates,
do it.
I love it.
It's not going to be easy. We're not saying that this is going to happen overnight. This is something we're going to be working on, but we believe and really know that there's a hunger in the American people for something else besides what they're being given. And what we're saying is, we'll give you an alternative. If you're interested in this, get in touch with us. Get in touch with us now. Let us know. We can build coalitions in your community, start talking about these issues, and let's move forward. That's what we're talking about.
All right, Andrew, who's joining you? Elon Musk?
We're going to have exciting announcement about new people and leaders.
Elon Musk. He definitely, it's like a Trump thing almost. He will know how to run certain things. Like, if he has a business mind like Trump, that could be good or it could be bad, because in the same way Trump has a business mindset, it's good because when places like the UN try to try to get it to where we do more than they do. It's good because then he realized that he's getting screwed over, and then he goes and then he says, no, I'm not gonna do this. Like, I'm gonna make sure that we have the best, and I'm gonna make sure you know that you won't do that to us again. But at the same time, also, when it comes to working with people within your own country, you need to not have that mindset, because you need to have the mindset of working together. So Elon Musk could be a good thing, but he could also not be a good. Oh crap! I'm about to lose.
Of American life joining the Forward Party in the days to come, because again, 62% of Americans want this. The people watching this right now want this. You just keep being told you can't have it.
I do.
But
the fact is,
I gotta ask,
this is the time.
is Elon Musk
This is
one
the
of those? You
opportunity
said
for
Elon
people
Musk.
to come up and fix our politics.
Elon Musk one of those?
I'm sorry?
Is Elon Musk one of those?
Well, Elon Musk did support my presidential campaign, and let's just say again, we're going to have some very exciting announcements in the days to come.
He can be a divisive figure. Governor, who else? Who else do you want to see? Who else will be willing to do this?
He can't. When has he ever been a divisive figure? When? I've only seen extremists call him out and call him a divisive figure. Of course, CNN says this. The main reason I watched the CNN was because this NBC whatever one did not have both of these people. My gosh.
As Andrew said, we're going to be announcing a lot of names, impressive names that have money behind them, names that have political experience behind them, names that are respected by the American people. That's what we care about. We care about people who will instill confidence in the American people, and so we can start to move forward. You'll be hearing a lot. You'll see that this really has substance. This isn't just some fly-by-night thing that we thought of. Wouldn't that be nice to do? This has been carefully thought out. We're going to have a convention in a year, in 2023, and pull this together. Come up with a platform.
I'm looking forward to it.
Be able to have candidates that will agree with the forward position and be on the ballot in the states.
It's about to lose.
Individual states have different methods of whether they allow candidates on the ballot, how you get on the ballot. We're researching and have researched all of that. This is a very thoughtful approach that we're taking. And you're going to see, we'll be on the ballot. We'll be able to present candidates to the public.
I will tell you, you've piqued some skepticism, but also I think some curiosity. So we'll be watching. Andrew Yang, Governor Whitman, thank you for being with us.
Okay, that was great. But now it's time for politics, for more politics. Oh, shoot. I might have to lose this just to find some more content. The Declared War, the show, political impact of the FBI search. I want to hear more about this FBI search because I haven't.
Breathe in and wonder, is this helping?
For more on all of this, let's go to Chief Washington Correspondent Major Garrett. He joins us now. Major, good morning. I think it's important to point out that the only reason we are talking about this today, that we know about it at all, is because Donald Trump himself issued a statement on it. With that as context, how significant is this FBI search of the former president's home?
It doesn't get any more significant than this. Not only is former President Trump someone who looms large in America's political conversation, he is actively talking about seeking the...
It's funny how he still has, how after all these years, he still has such a major hold on politics, because like people like J.D. Vance, people like what's his name, Dr. Oz, are winning everyone who he endorses. If you're a conservative, I would pee on Trump's good side right now.
The presidency again. So this would be something the Justice Department would have to
another
review at
L.
the highest levels, as was said in Catherine's piece, and a grand jury and a judge would have to say there is probable cause to execute a search warrant because that search warrant is in pursuit of a possible crime having been committed. All of that is true. But what we don't have is very much transparency from the Justice Department or the FBI. We have one statement from the former president using very florid language. My home is under siege, raided, occupied. Essentially, a search warrant was executed because the judicial authorities, with all the relevant facts, believe there's probable cause that a crime was committed. But in the larger political context, this is a dangerous and unstable moment in American history. This is now a conversation about weaponizing the justice system at the federal level. And Trump supporters hear that, and they may react in a very combustible way.
Well, that's where I was going to go with this follow-up question here, Major. Christopher Wray.
Wait, so So he's saying they're weaponizing it. I don't know if there's any truth from it. Hold on. Is true by weaponizing the FBI against Trump. I mean, maybe, but probably not. I mean, the only thing I might see that is think of it. He's definitely not winning. Okay, and Trump, everyone wants him back. More people want DeSantis, but everyone, if DeSantis doesn't run, everybody will want Trump. You want to get rid of your opponent by all means necessary. I'm not accusing him of that. I'm saying there is a possibility that he could be doing just that. Just saying. Let's just maybe I should search on this. Just Republicans saying it? Is there any proof to this? Republican lawmakers accuse Biden administration of weaponizing FBI after Trump raid. The following darn it. Following the FBI's raid on former President Trump's Florida home Monday, GOP politicians and pundits rushed to his defense, condemning the alleged weaponizing of the agency against political empowerment and demanding an explanation for the unprecedented actions by federal authorities. 2024 is hopeful, including Republicans